Hello, guys. Welcome. My name is Joshua, and this is JC Consults. Happy New Year. This is my first live session this year, 2025. And my prayers for you is that this year you will be hot. You are going to be approved the visa you've been waiting for, and you'll be able to get the scholarship to study in that dream country. So, guys, this year we are very hopeful and we are hoping that good things will happen to us this particular year. And by God's grace, we are coming so strong to help you guys. So mostly my aim is JC Consults. Our aim is to reduce visa denials in Africa and other parts of the world. To reduce visa denials. So if it's your dream to study in the US, you got to be approved. So our dream is to make sure your visa is approved so that you can study in the US or any other country. That is our aim. So if this is something that interests you, what are you waiting for? Just go ahead, subscribe, like this video, and share this live stream to any groups or any study abroad groups or any youth groups that you join, so that people will have a taste or have a good. They have this opportunity to watch my videos, which is gonna go a way forward to help them make that dream a reality. This week I'm gonna start my new series. As part of reducing my team and I reducing visa denials in Africa, we need to also put measures in place to make sure we are going to guide you and assist you guys get the needed scholarship. Because right now, the instructions or the principles is very easy. No scholarship, no visa. No scholarship, no visa. So this week, starting on Tuesday, even maybe tomorrow, I don't know if we are expecting so much snow tomorrow. So if there's gonna be so much snow and I'm not gonna step out, we can start tomorrow. But the plan is to start on Tuesday, Wednesday, probably, and even on the weekend if it's gonna be possible. Yeah, so just go ahead and subscribe. As I said initially, last year I made mention that we're gonna take each state. There are 50 states in the US. You take each state. When you take each state, then we go to all the universities and colleges. Yes, we go to all the universities and colleges. We take it one after the other, like that. But we're gonna speed up because there are a lot of. If you take one particular state, there's more than 150 or 200 or 500 universities in one state, and we are going to go through all the 500 universities. We are going to go through all the 500 universities. So it's going to be a big task. So if this is something that's interest you, just go ahead and get the visa approved. I'm seeing Kojuan Nane saying that no scholarship, no visa is not true. No scholarship, no visa is not true. Okay, no problem. But come and prove to us, students who got visas when they do not have scholarship. Come and give us the statistics. Come and give us the statistics. That's why I keep saying those students who even went with no scholarship or even partial scholarship, right? Even those students, when they get to the US, they cannot pay their fees. So what is the essence of coming when you can't pay the fees? And you leave the school and the school report you to immigration. How does this make sense to you? How can you leave Africa and come here, you knowing that your sponsor will not pay? And we are telling the truth. When you tell the truth, your black man will come and challenge it. I don't know how some people think. We are ones here. We are the ones who deals with students. I'm part of GRASAC, which is Graduate Students Association, the US chapter. I'm part of the welfare committee, and I have been voluntarily telling the executives that there should be a monetary fund to help students. A lot of students have called me; they are struggling. They are struggling to pay their fees. I watched a video on SVTV Africa. You guys should go and check it out. One guy came, he was depressed. He couldn't even eat because he couldn't pay his fees. We are telling the reality, but your own, no problem. If you think no scholarship, you can get a visa, just go. No problem. Go ahead and get a visa. I have no problem. And if you get here and your sponsor cannot pay, if it's not that what I'm telling you, you have to take everything I'm telling you. You can choose. Go and check the records. Go and check the records. If 100 students go to the embassy, 80 to 90 people are denied each day. Each day, 80 to 100, like 100 students go to the embassy each day in Ghana. Let's take Ghana for instance. Me, I speak from results. I speak with results. Out of the 100 students, 80 to 90 are denied each day. And the 80 to the 100 to majority of them, if you check the records, they don't have funding. Either they don't have funding at all or they got partial funding. They did not get partial funding. Me, myself, I have trained a student with no funding. Me, myself, I have trained a student with no funding. She comes from a rich home. She has traveled to 5 countries, Germany, Netherlands, even the US. She has been to the US 2 times. $59,000. She was going to study masters in public health. $59,000 deficit. She was approved. Why was she approved? She has been in the US. She came back to Ghana. She has been to the UK, Netherlands, Germany. You don't have scholarship or no visa at all. You didn't have scholarship and you are going. Which countries have you traveled to? And right now, these people initially, when people travel to Dubai, South Africa, they were giving them the visa. But Ghanaians, when one key opens, everybody wants to use the same path. Your friend went to Dubai, he came back, he went. And right now, the Americans, they are smart people. They have statistics. They do calculations. So they realized that everybody was going to South Africa and Dubai. And then they'll come back to Ghana. They'll get a visa. So right now, even if you go to Dubai and South Africa, especially on tourist visa, you'll be denied. So the lady I'm talking here, she had travel experience. And most of the people that I have seen, no scholarship, no visa, is either they have low tuition and they were able to convince the visa officer they can pay, especially with low tuition, and you don't have scholarship, you can be approved. But even with that, how many of them? Number 2, all the students I knew with no scholarship and they got a visa, they had so much travel experience. No scholarship, no visa. The third group are students who did not get scholarship. They went with Empower loan to pay. Yes, they went with Empower loan. So with these 3 categories, if you are not part of them, just know that your chances are slim. We are not saying that if you don't have scholarship, you will not be approved. But how many? How many of them get approved when they don't have scholarship? How many of them? Majority will be denied. That is why we are here to help the majority to get scholarships. But you come and you all right. Me, I don't care. If you think what I'm saying is not true, no scholarship, apply for visa and go. If you get it, come and share your story. Yeah, how many of them? We are a lot of students go. I was at the embassy myself. Students went to the interview, they were denied. And I was talking to them as I'm doing right now. It was like more like a visa evangelism. They were surrounded me. And some were even crying. Some were even crying because if you check all of them, when I checked the I-20, they didn't have scholarship. Or even if they have 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, it's not scholarship. Your deficit is over 35,000, 40,000, 42, 50,000 deficit. How are you going to pay this money? Americans in America, they take loan to go to school. You that you are coming from Africa. Oh God. What is so sweet? I've seen a lot of, we went for GRASA conference, which is Ghanaian graduate students. We went for conference July in Maryland. Come and see young Ghanaian students. Young guys, 24, 25. They all have fully funded scholarship and they are doing their PhD. What is so beautiful than to travel from Africa to Europe or America and you are coming with good scholarship? You are here to just study, have the peace of mind, study, and get your certificate. And after that, you can work. What is so beautiful? Someone is telling something good. All my life, it's only black people that like good thing. When you tell them the good thing, they will come and challenge you. Yes, that's how our me that have been training students for past you could join and how many experience have you gotten? I am here, students are calling me, my own school, a Nigerian lady called me, she can't pay the fees. I've seen students coming all over the 50 states about the challenges they are going through and they can't pay. But when you're speaking the truth, your fellow black man, the same people you are helping, they'll come and challenge you. It's not compulsory to take my advice. I am speaking from my own experiences. It's not compulsory. You can choose to take it or not. Guys, I have the link in the comment section. If you're ready for any section, just join us. Just join us. It's not compulsory. And I am not a visa officer. I am not what? A visa officer. So, but my experience with students, that experience that I've gotten, that is what I'm sharing with you. You can choose to take it or not. It's not compulsory to take what I'm saying. No. But I know students, they'll nine. That is when they realize that what I was saying was true. It's not compulsory. I'm not a visa officer. Even there's Ago, right? Ago. Even visa officers, they train students, they are denied. Because the visa is a 50-50 affair. Ago visitors, ex-visa officers, they train students, they still go, they are denied. Do you understand? But research has shown that majority of those students who got their visa approved, they had funding. Me, myself, I went for GRASA conference and I had interaction with the students. And most of them are PhD, fully funded. So if all the students I met there, they were fully funded, what is it telling me? Me too, I came with fully funded, full tuition waiver. So that means if you have scholarship, your chance of getting visa approved is high. And if you have scholarship, you get to America, you have a peace of mind to study because you not think about how you're going to pay your fees. Somebody's telling you good news, you are challenging. Okay, no problem. I have the link in the comment, guys. Welcome. I'm seeing 10 people. You're welcome. If you are ready, if you're preparing for your visa interview, just have the link in the comment. Join us on stage and let's keep it rolling. Join us on stage. And those who are new or those who just joined us, this week I'm starting my series. We want to explore the 50 states, each school, then the scholarship, because I've seen a lot of on TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, all the social media platforms. Hi, JC Consult. I want scholarship. So right now, I'm going to take each school. So the school probably you have applied for 4. Definitely, we're going to get to that school. We're going to explore, navigate the school, university's website, and also we're going to check out the scholarship. Maybe the first thing I'm going to each school's website that I go, the first thing I'm going to do is scholarship. It's because the scholarship is very, very important to me because many students are denied because of scholarship. Hey, you are coming to somebody's country, get scholarship. When you come, you can even get a car, get a good place to sleep. Some people have good scholarship to the extent that it covers what their accommodation and stipend, health insurance, everything, books. And you are even going to be paid stipend. Somebody's telling you that this is a good offer, go for that. Go for that. And the same people you are telling them, they want a challenge. I have no problem, Kojo. I have no problem. If you don't want good thing, you want to no scholarship, you go and you're approved and you get here and your sponsors are not paying the money. Yeah. So mostly I say that even if you don't have scholarship, make sure your sponsor is paying either first semester fee or the first 1 year tuition fee. Either your sponsor is paying the first semester or your first 1 year tuition fee. Print the receipt, add it to your documents, and take it to, or if you don't have scholarship at all, get Empower loan to pay. If I'm telling you this, you think I don't like you or what I'm saying is not true. Okay. All right, it's normal. Definitely, when you're speaking the truth to your fellow black man, they will come and challenge it. So it's not any big. All right, so there are questions here. If you have any questions, you can use the link or you can post it in the comment section. I'll read it and I'll answer it. If you are preparing for your F1 visa interview, there's the link in the comment section. You can join me on stage, then we keep it rolling. So today's topic is the most important questions you need to you expect when you go for the visa interview. And the the major question the visa officer can use to judge whether you'll be approved or not. That is what today we're going to deal with. Yeah. So let me go through the questions, and we take one question, we answer, then we come to today's topic, we dive in, then we come back and take the next question. Please, I don't know. It seems Nigeria, this is message from Hilton Mike. Please, I don't know. It seems Nigeria F1 visa isn't going through because I paid visa fee since last year November, but I haven't seen a date for interview till now. Yes. All right, now Ghana and Nigeria, getting interview dates is a big challenge. Yes, Ghana and Nigeria, getting interview dates. So our advice, you join a date hunting group. If this journey, you can't do this alone, especially getting date for interview. You until you join a mock, or no, until you join a date hunting group, you alone, it's not gonna be possible to find dates. And the portal too, if you go into the portal, I don't know about the new, but the previous portal, if you log into your portal more than 5 times a day, you're going to be blocked for either 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. You're going to be blocked. Yes. So our advice, here to Mike, if you're in Nigeria, try as much as possible to get a date hunting group and join, so that every minute, every second, they'll be updating the group if there's a date available. You alone, you can't find date in Ghana and Nigeria. Join a date hunting group. If you're in Ghana, fine, maybe you can send me a message. Maybe I can help you out. There's a date hunting group that I joined. Maybe I think even that group is full. That group is even full. Yes. So you need a date hunting group. So guys, so today's topic we're gonna talk about questions, the important questions visa officer will ask you, and the major question is about scholarship, or how you're going to pay your tuition. So if you are going, as I said, if you are going to the embassy with fully funded scholarship, most of the times especially with PhDs, they're going to ask you to tell us about your research and tell us about how you're able to secure the scholarships. Yes, and tell us about the research you're going to do, and probably they might ask you questions about the research. So you need to have an in-depth knowledge about the kind of research you're going to do. Yes, you need to have an in-depth knowledge, and every information you tell the visa officer, they might also ask a follow-up questions. So make sure every information you are giving the visa officer, make sure if they ask you a follow-up question, you should be able to answer those questions. And how you got a scholarship, you are the best person. I don't know how you got a scholarship. So probably you submitted a competitive transcript, you wrote a GRE, you had a great working experience, which was on the CV, you got a research publication. So for me, myself, I got a research publication. That's why I was able to get my Dean Scholars Award. Yes, I had a research publication, and also there was a professor I was going to work with. Just mention the name of the professor and tell us the topic or your research topic, and tell the visa officer, because you got a research professor you're going to work with, you got a graduate assistantship, which covered your total, your cost of attendance, living expense, and even you got stipend. That is how you're going to answer that question. So, and basically, if you are going to the embassy and you are going with partial scholarship, or you don't have a scholarship at all, partial scholarship, or you don't have a scholarship at all, the major question the visa officer is going to ask you, how are you going to pay for your deficit? That is a major. I've made a video on my channel, 16 questions visa officers mostly ask, and how you are going to answer them. I would advise that if this is your first time here, check out that video. Though we're going to mention some of the questions in that video today, but if you want the full content, I would advise you to go to my channel, go to my videos, scroll down, you're going to find 16 questions visa officer mostly ask, and how you are going to respond to them. So basically, if you are going with a partial, the major question that a visa officer can use to judge your case, whether to approve you or not, is who is your sponsor, or how are you going to pay for your deficit? That is the question that a visa officer mostly right now there are a lot of students are applying for student visa. Yes. So and every day the Ghana, for instance, I don't know about Nigeria, and I know Nigeria today have the numbers, but with Ghana, records have shown that a day they can interview 100 students. So visa officer don't have time to be asking lot of questions, because if you don't have funding, visa officer knows that 50% you are disqualified. If you don't have funding, the visa officer knows that they're not going to give you the visa, but at least you pay visa fee. So they'll try as much as possible to engage you and ask you 1 or 2 questions. Yes. So mostly those who don't have funding or those who have partial funding, sometimes they go ahead and ask you, how are you going to pay for your deficit? So if they ask you this question and you are not sounding convincing enough, bro, just know that they are going to deny you. Right now, visa officers are sick and tired of uncles and aunties sponsoring students. They are sick and tired of uncles and aunties sponsoring students. So at least go with a new story. Tell them something. Yes, be different, be unique. Let your story be different from those who came initially and they said uncle and they got denied. What is making you stand out? What story are you going to tell the visa officer? You understand? So most of the times, if you are asked the question, how are you going to pay for your deficit? And if you have a partial scholarship, start with the positive one. Let the visa officer know that you've been awarded $20,000 scholarship or Dean Scholarship Award of what? $20,000, which covers what? Partial or 50% of your tuition. Then you now come to, because if sometimes the visa officer, they might not even go through the I-20, but the information you are giving them, that is what they're going to use to make their judgment. So let the visa officer know that start with the positive. Start with the positive part. How are you going to pay for your scholarship? How are you going to pay for your tuition? Or who is your sponsor? Let them know you've been awarded a scholarship. Tell them the positive ones first. But my sponsor, who is in the person of Mr. So and so, is my uncle. Even the uncle is my dad, or is my stepdad. He's into this business and that business and all that, right? And he earns an annual income of this amount. And mostly the annual income, you need to get a good sponsor so that his annual income can be like times his annual income. If your tuition for a year is $40,000, right? Try and get the sponsor who has more than $80,000 to $100,000 or more. If your tuition for a year is $40,000 and your sponsor has $50,000, so that means if your sponsor pay that $40,000, they are going to be left with $10,000. So that means you're going to collapse your sponsor's business. So try as much as possible to get a sponsor whose annual income is like times 3 of your what? Yeah, so me, for instance, when I was going for my interview, I had sponsors whose the money in the account was not even up to my deficit. And some too, it was like times 2. So I told them that though some of them I took the bank statement, but I made them know that I was going to use but I had to talk to other people, other family members who would be willing to help me get their statement. So not just because somebody, your sister or your brother or your mother or your father or your uncle or your auntie is willing to sponsor you. Meanwhile, when they print their bank statement, their closing balance, if you definitely, if you're in Ghana, it's in cedis, you need to convert into dollars. So that amount in dollars, if you compare it to your tuition for 1 year, it should be like times 3. If it's not times 3 or times 2, just know that the visa officer will deny you. You need to do that calculation. It's very important. It's very, very important. You need to do that calculation. And you need to establish the relationship between you and your sponsor. You need to establish that, the relationship between you and your sponsor, and as to why they'll be willing. Probably they believe in your career goals and aspirations. They've ever paid your undergraduate or your high school. This sponsor paid for your high school as well as what your undergraduate education. So this time you want to do your master's, this person is still willing to do that. or your auntie or your uncle, whatever, or your stepbrother, your parents took care of him. So right now he's working with this company. He earns big money, huge sums of money, and he's willing to reciprocate the good deed your parents did for you by also sponsoring you. He did it during undergraduate. So you need to establish some ties to the visa officer that this person has ever done it before. So they'll be willing to do it again. It's very important. It's very important. You need to do that. But in order for you to not talk plenty, explain yourself, talking, get scholarship. If you get scholarship, for instance, let me use my own situation for an example. When I went the first time, I did not have scholarship. The visa officer asked me almost 4, 5, or 6 questions. I did not have funding at all. The visa officer asked me like 5 or 6 questions. But when I went the second time, even out of the 5 or 6 questions, I answered correctly. I did everything. But I don't know, you don't have funding. Your chances are slim. And I'm telling you to get funding. I don't have time for the negative comments. And I'm telling you to get funding. The second time I went, I had a tuition waiver. I'm not going to pay tuition. I'm not going to pay school fees. When I told the visa officer that, and I was even awarded 3 different scholarships. 3 different scholarships. I had a graduate assistantship, dean's scholarship, and Southern International Fellowship Award. 3 different scholarships. That's what I was awarded. So imagine going to the visa officer, telling the visa officer you've been awarded 3. The visa officer will start smiling with you. In life, money is power. Money is power. That is why even in Ghana, if you don't have money, you don't have friends. When you are broke, nobody wants you as a friend. That's the same application that goes at the embassy. If you go there with scholarship, and every human being in this world likes people who are intelligent, even as a guy, and you are going to chase a woman. When the lady knows you are a smart guy, you are intellectual, the lady will love you. It's the same applies to visa officer. When the visa officer, you get there and your chest is out because this time you are coming with a good scholarship or full, even those with full funding. Look at the confidence they carry. Those with full funding or good scholarship, 80%. I'm not talking about 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, University of New Haven and University of Bridgeport. That scholarship they give you. No, I'm not talking about that one. You're going to pay school fees over 45,000. You are awarded 5,000. Your deficit is 40, and you think that's a scholarship. How are you going to pay the 40? So I'm talking about those with good scholarship. So when you have good scholarship, your chest will be out. You will have confidence because money is power. When you have money, you are powerful. When you are going to the visa officer and you have good scholarship, look at look how you carry yourself. Look at how you talk. Because this time, initially, you went no funding, you were denied. This time you came, you have good scholarship. So it even boosts your confidence level when you have funding. You are telling to get funding and somebody called Kojuan and is here. It's even funny. It's even funny. So when the visa officer knows that, most of the times, the interview will change into conversation when you are going to a good school, like an Ivy League school, or the visa officer, the school you are going to, their family members or his or her kid went to that school. You could see that all of a sudden, the interview will change into what? A conversation. So the moment the interview changes to conversation, then just know that you are going to be awarded. Let's say you're going to Ivy League University, Harvard. You're going to Harvard University. You're going to Yale University. The moment you talk about Yale, oh, I have a relative. My husband went to Yale. I have this cousin. I had a friend who went to Yale. So the moment you are going to a good or top school, top class university in the US, you see the conversation or the interview change into something else. The moment it changes, just know that your visa is approved. And number 2, when you have good scholarship, like my own, I have 3 different. So when the visa, when you tell because a lot of students came with no funding. So when you come, present your case, and you'll be like, oh, I was awarded 3 different scholarships. You mention each of them like that. You mention each of them like that. The visa officer will be willing to listen to you more. Because majority of the students that came, they did not have funding. So if you are able to get funding, that means you are a top guy. You are a smart guy. You understand? So it even makes the visa officer like you. So when the visa officer likes your story or likes the interview or the conversation you're having, just know that your visa is going to be approved. Guys, I still have the link in the comment section. Let me read. Kwame and Anissa, I'm not challenging you. You said no scholarship, no visa. And I'm saying that it's false. Bro, we are talking about majority. I've given the statistic that each day, if 100 Ghanaian students are going to the interview, 80 to 90%, 90 people are denied. So we are dealing with the majority who are being denied. And I've given instances where students, myself, I trained students with no funding. They were approved. How many of them? How many? How many? All the interview transcripts moving on the study abroad groups. Go and check. How many students with no scholarship get approved? We are talking about majority, bro. We are talking about the majority. How do you help someone to gain scholarship and later charge the person? How is this help? I don't get it. And so what? Bro, let me be frank with you. This is my channel, right? This is my channel. I've paid for StreamYard, right? I'm using my time. So I expect comments that are coming to be intellectual, right? You can't come and tell me anyhow, because me, I respect everybody. I respect you. That is why I have invested. I bought a laptop. I'm paying for Wi-Fi. The StreamYard I'm used to communicate to, I've paid for it. I've paid for, so all my live stream is free. But I have made payment. So if you come on my channel and you don't speak well, I'm gonna deal with you. For that one, I don't joke with that. So Philip Asante, me, if you come on here and you're not talk well, because we're sacrificing our time and talk to you for free. If you come, and this is a travel agency, I come and interview, train people for free. At the same time, people pay money for one-on-one. But I still make time for those who cannot even pay. So all these sacrifices, if I come here and you come and tell me rubbish on my comment section, I'm going to deal with you. And even if you're on my, what do you call it? If you're on my stage, I'll drop you and I'll never add you. That is what I'm going to do. Yes, this is a travel agency. That's why I'm starting a new project to help students get scholarship. But at the end of the day, other students who think with all what we are doing, they still can't do it. This is a travel agency. They still want to pay money for us to help them. So whatever, yes, so me, I don't only help rich people, poor people and rich. That is what we are here for. Those who can pay, they pay us, we help them. Those who cannot pay, we still come and help them. So if you don't know somebody, don't come here with your emotional immaturity. And that is a lot of, when I'm on TikTok and other social media platforms, people will post, and when you go and read comments, people are insulting. I don't tolerate that thing here. You will never see me comment on any post and insult. Most of us are emotional immature, and we have low IQ. We don't learn. Yes, we don't learn. So you can't come here and disrespect me on my own page that I've paid money. If you do that, I'm gonna deal with you. I don't tolerate nonsense on my page. Okay. Can I use Empower attach? Yes. So Stephen Nkrumah. So if you have Empower, if you have partial scholarship, you can still. That's what I advise people. So if you have partial scholarship, the remaining amount, let Empower pay. So I'm saying that don't go to the embassy with deficit. I started talking about this from last year, that don't go to the embassy with deficit. If you have partial scholarship, talk to Empower. Because people have been telling my uncle, my auntie, my uncle, visa officers are tired of this story. Let your story be unique. So if you're having partial scholarship and you believe your sponsor will pay, let your sponsor pay the first semester fee or the first year tuition. Send the money to the school, right? Print the receipt, add it to your documents. When you go there and the visa officer asks you, how are you going to pay for a deficit? Hello, visa officer. My name is this. I've paid my first semester, and this is the receipt. So if you do that, you are being different. Your story is different from all the other students who came and they were like, who came and they said their uncle is going to sponsor them. So right now, this year, I'm training new students, and the new students I'm training for you to have a unique story, different from all those who went last year and they were denied. You understand? If you think getting scholarship is hard for you, when you get admission, get Empower. Simple. Get Empower. If you think you can't get scholarship, when you get admission, get Empower. And before you do that, make sure the school you're applying to, Empower is a school that Empower support. Because not every school that Empower, if you get admission, Empower can pay. It's not every school. So go to Google or go on YouTube and search universities that Empower support or finance and apply to those schools. So out of, I don't know, if you get admission without scholarship, then you can now go ahead, take your admission letter, send it to Empower that you are applying for the loan. You understand? Yes, so that is how you're supposed to go about it. Domingos, you say you can unmute yourself if you're ready. Yeah, so yes, Stephen Cromer, you can attach Empower. Yes, my uncle's story is a backup. My uncle's story is a back. Julius Sabla. I've read Bismarck. Please, I have graduate assistantship scholarship comprising of tuition and stipend. I have a graduate assistant scholarship. Yes, so Alfred Bismarck, that is a good offer. If you have a graduate assistantship, that is waiving or paying your tuition and even give you money into your pocket. There's no way you come to America and not go to school. You have the peace of mind to study. And this is what JC Consult we are advocating for. Make sure you have good enough money on you. Get scholarship to pay, get graduate assistantship. So that if you are coming to America, you understand? So that if you are coming to America, you have the peace of mind. You don't come here and you are suffering in Africa. You come to America and you are still suffering. And that is why we are trying to tell you that don't come to America and suffer. Make sure you have scholarship before you apply for visa. Have I said anything bad? No. Karen Yahaya. Funding is necessary for visa to be approved. Karen, you see? No, see, I'm not saying whatever I tell you, you have to take it all. I am not a visa officer. But the experiences we have gained over the years, and that is what I'm using to advise you. It's not compulsory to take my advice. I am not a visa officer. But those who took my advice, when they went, they got a visa approved. It's not compulsory. So if you come here and you don't agree with me, you can just leave. It's not compulsory to stay here. Yes, Francis Watson. Yes, I mean I'm already down. Don't worry, we are learning from you. Yes. Some people, when I'm on social media, you see people with their emotional immaturity, always insulting people. When you go and read comments, you think insulting is a good thing. Huh? You don't know somebody, you go into their comments, you insult. It's emotional immature. You are immature. And this is the same attitude you take to places that you don't get what you're looking for. You need to be emotionally matured. You can go to a page, share your idea. Don't go insult. Share your idea. I've been following since I got to the US. I have been following pages, American pages. You will not go and see any page that Americans are insulting somebody. No. Everybody will comment, matured comment. Will give a matured comment. Only Ghanaians and Africans insulting. What kind of life is that? We are in 2025. People are building technology, building airline, bringing new cars. As for we are insulting every day. Look at our lifestyle. And you want to grow? Really? I don't condone insults here. Please, I'm sorry. Daniel Jake. Please, Ghanaians think they are entitled to free things. They are always begging and see anyone who does not give them free as bad. But I don't know if I do free things. I interview people free. There was one lady in UK. She paid money. And I was training her for her interview. So people pay me money for one-on-one visa interview. You understand? Mock interview. But I come here and spend time. Every Sunday, I come and train you for free. I don't charge you. And you want to come and tell me nonsense. No, I will not condone that. You are right. I was denied last June because I had no scholarship. You see? Patience is telling she was denied June. She had no scholarship. I'm working hard on getting graduate assistant for 2025. Yeah, I like to talk to intellectuals, people that when you, I'm not saying what I'm saying is true, but when I talk, think about it. Think about it. After this live session, think about what JC was saying. Is it true? Was it true? One guy came here, I don't know if it's fortitude. He went the first time, he got denied. And he came the second time, and he had scholarship and he was approved. We've been doing this for a long time. Me, I started hunting for dates after COVID from 2019. After 2019, 2020, that's how we started. After that, because the embassy was closed, dates for interview were hard. And it has been hard till today. That's when I started. From 2019, 2020 till now. 5 years. Don't I have 5 years experience? And with my 5 years experience, I'm telling you what I've learned. And you're challenging me. You people, all right. So, Godfred Berko, I had full assistantship offer, and I have some deficit to prove. But my elder brother will cover my deficit. Is that a good story? Keep the good. Yes. So, if full assistantship offer, probably the deficit might be accommodation, and the visa officers, they don't really care about where you're going to sleep. Look, America, the weather is cold. Right now, there is even snow. Snow is so cold. I went to church and it was so cold. So there's no way you can stay outside. So the visa office represent the government. Embassies represent the US government. And the tuition is the money that goes to the government. So they are very particular about what? Their tuition. That is what me, when I went, I had a tuition waiver, I was approved. I'm still going to pay for accommodation, health insurance. But that one, if you come to America and you not insure yourself, your health, you not pay for health insurance, that's we only get sick. That is where you see that it was good to get health insurance. Nobody will force you to sleep in a room. When it's cold, you yourself will run and get a room. So the visa officer, they don't care really care about the books, health insurance, and they are particular about your tuition because they are representing the US government. So always make sure at least get the tuition waiver. Even if you have partial scholarship, go with Empower or let your sponsor. If your sponsor will truly pay, let your sponsor what? Have what? Let your sponsor pay your first semester or 1 year fee. Bring the receipt, add it to your documents, go to the interview, let the visa officer know that this is it. My sponsor has paid 1 year. So if I'm done with 1 year, he or she will be willing to pay what? My second year. So if you go to the embassy with such story, you are different from all the students who came last year and got denied. And that is why we are here to tell you the truth. Because my purpose is to make sure the deniers is reduced. Because every year, the students who are denied is more than those who got the visa. Ghana, for instance, if 100 students go, 80 to 90% of them, 90 people, they are denied. Just 10 to 20 people get a visa. And all the people, go and check the record, they all have good funding, either 82 or full funding. You understand? And that is what we are doing here. All right, so I'm seeing 20 people on the live. Guys, I'm putting the link in the comment section. If you are preparing for your interview, just use the link to join. I've answered all the questions. Yeah, so that's basically the major question visa officers will ask. How you're going to pay. What are you going to do in the US? I think last week or so, students came here. And please, I've been telling you that I think I've made several videos on my channel. What is even the time? We have 15 minutes to leave. Exactly 4 o'clock. I'm going to end the live. So you have 15 minutes. So if you're preparing for interview, I have the link. Join us and let us train ourselves for a short while. I have 15 minutes to end the live stream. Yeah, so you need to train yourself well. It's not compulsory to join my live. If there are other live sessions, you can join. Make sure every day, you are training yourself if you are preparing for your interview. And if you want scholarships, too, make sure you go to the university's website, go to scholarship or financial aid. I know most of you guys are preparing for 2025. Make sure all the 4 schools and most of the scholarships to their deadline. Yes. So don't admission is out before you apply. The moment you submit your application, go ahead, go and set scholarships in your university's website or financial aid for international students. Apply the moment you are submitting your application. then you're applying for scholarship. Don't wait till you get it, because when you wait till, let's say, this year, March, April, or March or February, some of the scholarship, the deadline is what? That was last year, December. Some of the scholarship, the deadline was December. So each school you are applying, the moment you submit your application, the next thing is to run to the what? Scholarship page and apply. Most students think the moment they submit the application, they are done. Some schools, if you have good grade and you've written the GRE or the SAT exams, automatically, once your admission is out, you're going to get what? Scholarship. So some schools, once the admission letter is coming, congratulations, we are waiting to welcome you to the school. You've been awarded this is a scholarship. Yes, some schools are like that. But most of the schools, you are one to apply. You are the one to fight for graduate assistantship. So the majority of the work is on you. You understand? Senam. Yes, unmute yourself and let's keep it rolling. JC, please. Please, in need of clarification, your sponsor will be a family member. Can't a well-wisher? Yes, I've seen students, not necessarily that your family member should sponsor you. I've seen students go with their boss. Even sometimes an NGO you work with, you volunteer with this NGO. You share your dream with them, maybe the CEO or your manager or your boss, and they are willing to, because you volunteer to help them. So they are also volunteering to pay your fees. So an NGO can sponsor you. You are working, the current place you work right now, your boss can also sponsor you. The contribution you put in the company, your boss can, maybe you discuss with your boss, I want to further my education, I want to maybe get a higher role in this company. And the way you work so hard, your boss like you, your boss can pay. But you need to approve and documents to show that your boss is willing to pay. But even with that one, a lot of students have lied. A lot of students have lied about that. So even if you are going that, indeed, or truly, your boss will pay. The visa officer might deny you because they might not be convinced. So if truly, your boss will sponsor you or your well-wisher will sponsor you, let that well-wisher pay the first semester. It's as simple as that. Let pay your first or your first year tuition. Take the receipt to the visa officer. This officer, I am different. My story is different. This time, my well-wisher or my sponsor or my boss has paid my first year. So that means if I get to the US, he will be willing to pay the second year. That is for master students. If you are doing undergraduate, your boss paid 1 year. So that's 3 years. He's willing to pay for undergraduate. So please, if right now, if you're going to talk to your sponsor, let your sponsor pay. If they can't pay 1 year, let them pay first semester. You understand? Let them pay first semester. So that at least your story will be unique. Your story will be unique. If you go with bank statement of your well-wisher or your sponsor, you're not going to be approved. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that. You people should get me. This year, I'm training students so that their story will be different from what happened previous years. So you need, when somebody is talking, listen to them before you judge them. My aim is to reduce visa denials. A lot of students went with their boss. Their boss printed their bank statement. They were denied. I've done applications for people like that. Yes. And I'm telling you this time, if your well-wisher or your sponsor, let them pay. So that when you go, you'll be approved. Your story will be different. All right, so let's continue. Senam, if you're ready, unmute yourself because you're not talking. That is why I'm talking. So Senam, if you're ready.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Roll it up.
Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you preparing for an interview or
okay.
you want to ask a question?
Yes, I'm preparing. My interview is actually in February. So my issue is I have US travel experience on B visa.
Okay.
And I've been to Canada too before. But then my cost of attendance, I'm funding it with the school has given me a scholarship of 5,000. I have my personal funds of about 10,000. And I'm taking an Empower loan. So with this profile, what are my chances?
This is what I'm looking for. This is the story I'm looking for. He has travel experience. He has been to the US. He has been to Canada. Good travel experience. Travel experience also increases your chance. Good travel experience. He got scholarship of the school, which is 5,000. It's not enough. He's also person of $10,000, and he also has empower to pay the rest. So that means this student is going to the embassy with no deficit. That is why I'm talking plenty. This is what I'm looking. So a student like this, he will be approved. This is what I've been looking for. We should not repeat last year's mistake. That is why this year I'm starting a series this week. You understand? So, bro, this is a good story. Is it spring or fall?
Fall, please. I had to go for spring, but because of this date issue, I deferred to fall.
Right now, date is a struggle. So even those who didn't get date, I told them that
so the school gave me the deferral. So the date I got is in February, so I think I'll go in February.
But even with
I'll go for
that,
the interview in
Senam, you can still talk to the school. Maybe they can give you more scholarship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're coming this August, so there's more time.
Yes, I spoke to the faculty and they're like I should come in because my CV is impressive and all that. So I should just get in first and then they'll take it up from there.
That's what they always say. Don't mind them.
When you get there, then
that's what they always say. So me,
but
my school
I'll press for more. So that one.
Yeah, press. Make sure you have the scholarship in Ghana.
Okay.
Get more scholarship. When you get there, it will be extra bonus. So that money you can put it in your pocket as stipend. So fight once you are here, because by the time you get to the US, most of the scholarship application would have ended. So unless you wait for the following semester, which will be late. Wow. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure me, my HOD. Okay. Oh, when I get to the US, hey, HOD, me, come. I went the first time, they deny me. Your own people at the embassy, they deny me. Please. Make sure I'm getting it. I'm begging you, please, sir. So I begged him.
Yes, boss.
He went to speak with other chemistry professors. And I was there when they CC another professor. And they gave me a graduate assistantship. You understand? For them, they don't know that if you don't have funding, they deny us at the embassy. They don't know.
I told them.
They don't know what is going on at the embassy. They don't know. So they think when they give you admission, because you prove bank statement that you can pay. So for the white man, they think you pay. They think your sponsor will pay.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So I was the one who explained to him that I went the first time, I got denied. So please, I beg him, please, I'm pleading with him. He should talk to the other professors and see if he can get him graduated. He went and he did it. Be real. And it was a Zoom meeting. But you people, when you come, you can't join this live stream and interact with me. You're always on the comment section. US application there, that's why US Embassy, they really focus on your self-confidence. That's what graduate assistantship, they will not award you the scholarship because a lot of students want the same scholarship. You understand? So they want to have one-on-one interview. Your face is here, you are here. You understand? So how you're going to speak with them, your confidence level, how bold you are, how you speak, watching your eyes, your confidence level. I've created a platform like this to train you so that at least when there's a graduate assistantship interview, which I did a video on that last week. So guys, check out my live session last week. We spoke about questions you should expect for your graduate assistantship. Please go and watch it. So if you're able to join my live, even if you are asking questions right now, you put on your video, you ask the question. We can have interaction. All that, you are building your self-confidence. But if you come, you be at the backstage, you post your question at the comment. Graduate assistants, you go and you fail. All right, so Senam, let's continue. I think you're gonna be. I don't think anybody will join. We have 5 minutes. Let's wrap it up and end it. So so which investor are you going to, and tell us about your funding?
So it's
no, tell us about your
University.
program.
Yes. Okay, my program is MS Cybersecurity and Information Assurance.
Cybersecurity, bro. That was great. Wow, that's good. Cybersecurity. Yeah, that's one program that this year I'm hoping to study and all that. So that's good. That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
Because
All right.
when you're done with school, you're going to chop good money in America here. But right now,
Amen.
the world is
Yeah.
moving. Not the world is moving.
To
The world
cyber.
is already
Yeah.
in the IT. We are already in
Everyone.
the IT world, and everything is
Yeah.
technological. Everything, yeah. So doing cybersecurity, I think I have friends in there. They are making good money. So I think it's a good step. Yeah. So
Okay.
we want a lot of Ghanaians to go into the IT, which is data analytics, cybersecurity, computer science, computer analytics, computer engineering, the IT. Yeah. The Indians are taking over in here in the US. There's data analytics,
Yeah. Yeah.
data
Yeah.
science.
When I
Yeah. So these are the programs that we also want Ghanaians and Africans to also, Nigerians and other African countries. We want you guys to also go there. So that at least whatever you learn, you can go back to Africa. Then we also, well, we are in 2020, but Africa, we are in 1960 something. We are still back. So when you come, you learn, you go and develop your country. You understand?
Yes, boss. Yeah. But if like you want a one-on-one private consultation, I have to chat you right on your WhatsApp
Yeah,
page.
let me put my number in the comment section. If you want one on one, because I
Yeah.
think because of the series that I'm going to start, maybe I'll do the interview session on only Sunday. Yeah,
Sundays.
on
Okay.
only Sunday. But because the series I'm starting is a big job. Oh. Me myself, I'm even afraid.
Mm,
It's a big job. There are over 5,000 universities in the US. I'm going to all the 5,000 schools. You think it's a small job? It's not a
wow.
small job. It's a big job. So maybe we can still maintain our Sunday training, or maybe we can add Saturday to it. But but if I'm doing my live session and you tell me that you are preparing for it, I can still train you, but it might not be enough because right now we are focused on scholarship. The deniers are too much, so we are stepping
Mm,
in to help students try maybe empower, even empower. Have I need to coach and guide you students so that those who want to apply for Empower, we can help you all the step-by-step process you need to go through. Yeah, I will add it
okay.
to my distance. Yeah,
Yeah, because I hear
because
most of them they want you to explain the Empower repayment, or most people can't do that.
yeah, the Empower repayment is very important.
I mean, they
So
can't explain it well to the view, so they go and just get denied.
and that is why a lot of Ghanaian students are denied because they are not
Yes,
able
they
to
can't explain the repayment very well.
exactly.
I hear some even ask them the interest, they don't even know how much interest they are paying.
But the interest when they approve your Empower,
Or
every
the
every
it's in the
information is on
document.
the document.
Yeah.
People we don't like reading. We don't like even I-20. People are going to the embassy. Their I-20 is self-crime. They don't know their tuition. This of that, how much I pay, they don't know. What's the cost of attendance? They don't. I've seen students ask them. I even tell them to take their I-20 and look on it. So how can you go to an interview and you don't know all this information? That is why I keep telling you that watch all my videos. But it looks like people are interested in your latest videos, the videos we did 1 year ago, and you think there is no information in it. There are information. You need to. Me, when I was preparing for my interview, I was watching every video on YouTube. I was watching. But we spend time on TikTok. People are dancing. We are happy. People are comedy. I'm not saying comedy. We all laugh. But if all your life is comedy, you go to the interview and you to be comedy, then you'll be denying them. Yes, sometimes watch comedy, but spend some of your data and be watching because your dream is to get to America. And your dream, you are not watching videos on how you're going to get the visa approved. Huh? How can you build a dream like that? We are in 2025. You need to change. 2025 and 2024 is no different, no. But the only difference is when you change your mind. Bible says by renewing of your mind. When we talk and you listen, that is the change. That's the new year. You understand? If I don't want you to come to America, I will not waste my time. I'm telling you the things that will make you come here. And you see somebody will be challenging you. Your own dream, no, I'm helping. Me, my dream, nobody's helping me. Me, my dream, nobody's helping me. I'm helping you. And you're still challenging the person who is helping you. All right, bro. So what are you going to do in the US? Let's do a quick, well, just 1 minute. Yeah, wrapping up.
So there's a skill gap of cybersecurity professionals in Ghana, and by studying this program, I hope to get the necessary skills and per my experience in the network environment in Ghana, I'll come back and come and be part of a new security center that has been established in my working place.
Is it your first time here?
No, I've been here on a B visa.
No, I'm talking about, is it your first time joining my live session?
Yeah. This is my very first time.
Then that's why. So I'm not gonna waste your time. My time is up.
Okay.
So I've made a video on my channel. 16 questions, visa officer
16
Muslim.
questions.
You grad here. Your interviews in February. You're in January. You have 1 month. At least 1 month to prepare yourself. So next week I'll be live again. So I'm gonna do Saturday and Sunday for the training. Yes, Saturday and Sunday. If you still need one-on-one, let me put my number in the comment section. You can stick to. I think I did that. I did that.
Yeah. 024
Exactly. Send me a message. And let's see what we can do.
Yes, boss.
So go to get a pen and a jotter. Even me that I'm not going for interview. See, I have a pen and jotter here. This is my pen. This is my jotter.
Okay.
Hey, so you people 2024, you change. You understand? I'm not referring to you to Namo because it's your first time. Me that have been students. Me, if I come and I tell you something and you not do the assignment, don't come here again. Me, I'm a serious man and I'm a businessman. I have other businesses I'm supposed to do. So if I come and I'm telling you and you take it, so Senam, please get a pen and a jotter. Go on my channel. Yes, I've made a video, 16 questions, visa officer. As just
I'm checking it right away.
You check the number 1 question, then you answer it. You go to question number 2, and how you're going to answer it. I gave you guidelines on how you're going to answer it.
I'm checking it right away. So
yeah, check it right away. And why did you choose this university? Go to your university's website. Go and read about the university. Go to your department and read. When you read, you will see that there's something unique about the department and the school. You can add it up.
Okay.
You understand? So that one is going to help you answer all the questions. So next week when you come, just join us. And if you want to send me a message, if you still next week, got me even one-on-one crown. That's the first assignment. You finish all the 16 questions, answer them.
Okay.
Then you now come to me. And me, please have a strong answers and try and give space because maybe some of the answers I might not like it. You might cancel it. You might write yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm supposed to even do today. Because today's topic is the most question. And the most important question is what we've dealt today. Your scholarship. If you don't have scholarship, why you chose the university, why you chose the program, what do you do for a living, all those questions is a waste. When the visa officer asks you and you're not giving them, you're not able to convince them how you're going to pay. The major question, the most important question is how you're going to pay your tuition. That is why you need to make it very strong. And we have shown you ways that you can do. Don't go to the embassy with deficit. Don't go there with deficit. If your sponsor truly will pay, let your sponsor pay first semester 1 year fees. Take the receipt there. If you don't have scholarship now, you are applying for 2025. Go to university's website, go to financial aid, or go to scholarship. Apply for scholarship. Is it hard? No. So Senam, you're gonna see you next weekend. If you are done with the 16 questions, if you are married, give it to your wife. Give the jotter to your wife. Let your wife be asking you, and you'll be answering them. So when you're answering, your wife will also make sure the answers you are giving is exactly what you have written.
Okay.
Or if you have children, you can give it to your child. Or if you have a friend, you can even take a pictures of it. Send it to a friend every day. Every day. If you don't have anybody and you want to do it low key, you don't want anybody to know. Take the jotter. Close the jotter. Stand in front of your mirror. Why did you choose? Ask yourself. Then you answer. Why did you choose university? Please, why did you? I don't know why. When you ask students, when you tell them, why did you choose this university? Then they'll be talking plenty. The question is simple. What are you going to do in the US? I am going to the US to do my master's, 2-year master's degree program in chemistry at Southern Connecticut State University, which is located in New Haven, Connecticut. Period. What are you going to do in the US? You see students explaining what are their plans after school, telling the visa officer, no, don't go and commit yourself. When you do that, the visa officer will know that you are eager. As a whole professor of America, you are eager to come to America. That's why, yes. When they ask you simple questions, give them simple answer. Why did you choose this university? I mostly tell students that question, make sure if the school awarded your scholarship, talk about that first. You see students, then the scholarship, which is something positive, they'll put it at the end. There are a lot of students in the queue. So the visa officer will not have time to speak all the long story. So make sure your first 2 or 3 statements, you put in the major ones, which it should be the scholarship the school awarded you, the graduate assistantship you are awarded, and the professor you're going to work with, the name of the professor, and the research topic, just the topic. Don't go explain the research you're going to do. No, there's no time. So for me, I chose Southern Connecticut because I've been awarded, that's the first thing. I've been awarded a Dean Scholars Award of what? Because how much was a Dean Scholars? Was it $2,000? $2,000. I was awarded the South International Fellowship of what? $2,000. And I was also awarded a graduate assistantship of what? $12,000. Yeah, would that sum up to 20,000? Yeah, so I was awarded 12,000. And I'm going to work with a professor called, you mentioned the professor's name, whose research topic is this. My research work aligns with her. That is why she chose to work with me in her research lab. So your first 3 statements should be these major things. Don't go and beat about the, then you cannot talk about something different. The class size is this 3:1, what ratio, and blah, blah, blah. The nursing program is one of the best in the US and all that. That one there is, you are just giving the school funds. But the major ones and the visa officer want to hear is this. Why the program? Why did you choose this particular? We go to school to solve problem. So for me, my research in the undergraduate was about air pollution. Right? So I'm an analytical chemist. My research into air and water pollution and even soil pollution. So Confanoche, I was working with the aesthetic lab. We used to supply, we purify water. We supply the whole hospital. You understand? So there are pollutants in the air and in water. Yes. So we go to school. So I was telling the visa officer the problem I have identified in Ghana, and I'm going to seek knowledge, practical knowledge and skill to come home and solve the air pollution problems. So why did you choose this program? You are choosing cybersecurity because you've identified that problem in Ghana. So you want to further your education, get in-depth knowledge about this and that, come home and solve it, and solve a problem. That is why we go to school. The saddest story that is only in Africa that we go to school. We have problems surrounding me, but graduates cannot solve problems. It's only Africa. But here in the Brony Chrome there, we go to school to solve problems. And when you get here, you see the town planner is planning. This one who goes to school, who is doing this, the medical doctor is in the hospital working, the nurse is doing that. This one is every course you are doing, they are using to solve a problem. That is why every program you have a research. You understand? Yes. So that's basically it. And other question, what are your plans after school? So your plans after school, to be specific, maybe you're going to be given a higher role in your company, which is also going to increase your salary. Or probably you want to return home and start your own business. You want to return home and work with an NGO. You want to return home and start your own company. You want to return home, go back to where you are working and assume a higher role. That is your plan after school. Don't go and tell the visa officer that when you finish school, you stay here. It's a red flag. Because it's a non-immigrant visa. It's a short stay visa.
Yeah.
Just that they'll give you an opportunity, which is OPT, to work for a short while. When you're done, you come back to Ghana or Nigeria or whatever. You go back to your country. Don't go and tell the visa officer that I will stay. It's a red flag. They will deny you. Yeah. And they can ask you, tell us about your study. Study what?
Study plan.
Yeah, the study plan. So the study plan is basically the courses you're going to do. If it's you have a graduate assistantship, it's part of it. So the study plan is each semester. Let's say you're doing masters. Masters 2 years is 4 semesters. Each year has 2 semesters. So the 2 years will be 4 semesters. So all the 4 semesters, what activities are you going to do? So your program that you're going to, because definitely there will be professors who are going to teach you the program. So the program outline. So for me, maybe I would do analytical chemistry, maths for chemistry, organic chemistry, Then you cannot go, oh, I'll also be working with Professor Susans on this research topic. I'll be at the lab. So all the 2 years you're going to spend in the US. Each semester, what you're going to do, you just mention some of the courses, the professor you're going to work with, the research topic. You'll be picking samples for the research. Yeah. Basically that's your study plan. There's no any big question there. And what again, why they can also ask you why are you not studying your country and you want to study in the US? Certificate from the US universities certificate is highly ranked. You can use it to work all over the world and get a higher. It's an opportunity for you to network with people all over the world. Your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. So coming to school in the US, you meet me. I've met people from Caribbean, Asia, Chinese. I have people from China. Like if you come to America, you have friends from all over the world, and you are networking. You understand? Yes, so that's why you want to come here. Yeah, that's why you want to come here. And probably schooling in the US, maybe you can get the certificate can get you good salary and all that. So you can Google all these things, get more points. Yeah. What do you do for a living? You mentioned the job you do, where it's located, and you mention your role. Don't let the visa officer ask you, tell me your role. No. Let the visa officer know that you prepared for the interview. Let their work be easy. What do you do for a living? I'm a research assistant at a Confirmatory Teaching Hospital, and my roles are bad. Simple. You mentioned 2 or 3 roles. You are done. You are done. Don't talk plenty for the visa officer to get you. The only part you should talk, let the visa know that the reason why you chose the school and the program. That one they can talk about. These simple questions, there's no need to talk plenty. You understand? And what again? How did you hear about this university? If it was you did an internet search, be frank with the visa officer. I did the internet search and I found simple. You understand? Tell the truth. Oh, a friend recommended this school for me. I discussed my plans to study in the US with a friend, and a friend recommended the school. So you did the online search. Then you realize that the school is a good school. You found a professor in the school, and that's it. That's how come you heard about the school. Don't go and lie. If it's your academic supervisor in Ghana spoke to you about the school, you told your academic supervisor about your dream to study in the US, and she recommended, she told you about this school. Be frank, be real. Don't go and do bababi. Don't go and memorize some answers. When you get there, you are shivering. No, be flexible. The interview, that's why I always tell people that have something to do, get a job, have something to do, start a business. So even if you go to the interview and you are denied, it won't worry you. So me, when I was going for my second time, though I had the tuition waiver, but I started my JC consult and I was making money. You understand? I was even using iPhone 7. I had to get iPhone 11 to get date hunting. I was hunting date. And iPhone 7, me that I created my own group, helping people with iPhone 11, 12, they come and get a date. Then me that I created the group, I was not getting dates for my customers, for my clients. You understand? So I had to go and buy iPhone 11. I bought iPhone 11. I was getting dates. Hey, my JC was all over Ghana. My name was, hey, this boy, when you talk to him, you will get your date quick. I was getting dates for people just like that. So I was making money. So when I was going to the interview, when I get a visa, fine. If not, but if all your hope is in this visa, it will draw. The visa officer, they are psychologists. They are psychologists. So when you are there and your whole hope is in the visa, it will draw. And you'll be shivering. You can't speak well and all that. It will show and they'll deny you. All right, so guys, thank you for coming. So subscribe. Starting this Tuesday, I said probably, I don't know if there's too much snow, I might not be able to go out. If I'm not going out tomorrow, we are starting tomorrow. Subscribe and join us. And we are going to, you take one particular state, then we just Google universities in maybe Connecticut. We take each school one after the other. And we are going to run so fast. I am going to run because for me, navigating a school's website is easy for me. I don't have a problem because I've done that for the past 4 or 5 years. So I'm going to run very, very quick and fast. But if, let's say, you apply to University of Bridgeport and I'm employing the school I'm navigating the school, navigating scholarship. For you, you need to be pausing. Take it slow by slow. You know that you can know how you're going to apply for scholarship in that particular school. So I'll be running so quick. I'll be running so quick because this job, maybe at the end of the year, I will not be, I would have, maybe I might not finish. Because 5,000, I'm going to go through all 5,000 universities. It's a big job. And after doing all this for you, you still come into my comment section and tell me nonsense. I'm not going to condone that. Let me check out some questions before I end it. Emmanuel Ephraim, please, my tuition is 12,000 for a year. And I have applied for assistantship, but I haven't gotten decision yet. I have a bank statement with $56,000. Can I go with it? Bro, hey, so all the talking I talk, this guy still didn't get me. If you are waiting for guidance assistance, wait for it. Because scholarship is the most important thing. And put the bank, got the bank statement, the visa officers, right now, they are sick and tired of this bank statement thing. Because if people get to America, your sponsors are not paying the money. They are not sending you the money to pay the fees. And you end up not going to school. The records are there. And me, and I'm here telling you, you are challenging me. Oh, God. No problem. If you don't have funding, pray that you get a visa and get here. And if you are coming from a rich home, I have no problem. If you're coming from a rich home and you go to the interview with no funding, you're able to convince the visa officer that my father is rich, you can pay, and they're giving a visa. When you get here, I'm talking about those that you yourself, you ask yourself, will your sponsor truly send you the money? Let's be frank with ourselves. If your parents are rich and they'll pay, why would that be my problem? It won't be my problem. But my problem is those that you know that your sponsor will not pay. You don't have funding. You go, the visa officer approve you. You get to the US, you can't pay your fees. And I've calls. Students have called me about this same problem. That is why I don't want you to repeat their mistake. And this is the same reason why a lot of students are denied, because those who don't have funding, the visa officer, they don't want to look at your face. Because your same Ghanaian or your fellow Nigerians who came, they couldn't pay and they left the school. So the moment you don't go to the school, that's why you have service number. You pay service fee. That number, the school will email USCIS, immigration, that you are no longer in the school. They don't know where you're whereabouts. And the moment you hear, wow, America to every day, people are sick. When you hear, even if maybe it might be ambulance or fire service, you might think immigration is coming to chase you. And you are running helter scatter. You're always panicking. You die, oh, I'm telling you. And you can choose not to listen. I don't care. How can I join visa interview if I get date for the visa interview? How can join your visa interview? I don't get the question. Scholarship or assistantship, which one are you referring to? Yes, mostly the assistantship is much bigger. Most of the time, the Dean Scholars Award is small. I think the scholarship grant, the Dean Scholars, the maximum I've even heard of is like 10,000. Unless you're first class, you've written the GRE, you had good grades, then they can give like $25,000. But most of the students that I've seen, the Dean Scholars Award is between 2,000 to 5,000. It's not enough. But when you get a graduate assistantship, so me, I was awarded 3 different scholarships. But the heaviest one is the graduate assistantship, which was 12,000. And the rest was like 4,000 or something, 4,000. So the big scholarship is that. So always fight for graduate assistantship. Send code emails. Yes, so graduate assistantship is always the best. That one, it can cover your stipend, everything, accommodation, yes. But scholarship, no scholarship will pay for everything, no. Mostly the scholarship, they make sure every student will get a little money. But the assistantship are always the best. Godfred Bequin, how can join your visa interview if I get date for visa? Bro, subscribe. But I think send me a message on WhatsApp. My number is in the comments. Send me. I have a group. Yes, I can send you the link to join my WhatsApp group. All right. I have been in the US 3 times on B visa. I also have been to Canada tourist visa. Will this travel history help ease my F1 visa? I have personal funds, 5,000 and Empower. I think you are the one who joined. Yeah, I think you are the one who joined us on the stage. Thanks for clarification, JC. Please, I I have a graduate assistantship. This is Daniel Dick. Please, if you have graduate assistantship or working with a professor during summer, can you apply for internship to other companies, or professor will not allow you? Yes. So if you are if you are if you come to the US and summer that's a long break, which is the 3 months break, you can do CPT, which is curriculum practical training. When you're done with the school, that's where you can do OPT, optical practical training. So you have CPT, you can apply to any company and let them know that you want to do internship for 3 months with them. And most of the times, make sure they pay you, because you need money to pay tuition. Don't go and do internship for free here in the US. Make sure the internship that they're going to pay you. So once the school vacates, no professor will bother you. Probably there might be an unfinished research work. So even now, the professor will tell you that, oh, maybe do it and email them. No professor will allow you to come to campus when it's summer break. No, unless maybe the professor wants to complete the research work quickly, and the professor will be like, don't do internship. Let my research be your internship. I'll pay you. That one there, you have no option. Your own professor is saying they're going to pay you. Yeah. So, but aside that, you are free to go to any company you find, go and do your internship, and they're going to give you money. They will pay you. Yeah, for 3 months. I know students, they got that money, and some of them used to buy car. They went to buy a car, and they were driving it because the weather is so cold and everybody needs a car. So here it's not like Africa where car is a flex. Here the car is a necessity. Because the weather today, when I was going to church, it's snow all over. You can't walk, and sometimes the bus, you can wait at the bus station. The bus will not be on time. By the time the bus comes, you are frozen. It's cold, so you need a car. You put on your heater, then you go to church. You go for classes peacefully. So everybody need a car when you come to America. Everybody, car is a necessity. All right, so we are ending with patience. Love you, love your passion. Thank you, JC. You're welcome. So patience. Thank you for your recommendation and your remarks or whatever. So, guys, subscribe this week. Tomorrow or Tuesday, we are starting our series. So subscribe. When I come live, I'm going to schedule it right away. I'm going to schedule the meeting right away. So tomorrow, I don't know. They said it's going to snow. I checked the weather. There might be snow. If there's snow, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be home, and I might. If not, then Tuesday. But officially, Tuesday, we are starting. So subscribe the moment I come live, and it's going to be 6 p.m. in Ghana, because I have a break time from 1 to 2. That's my break time. I'm free around 1 to 2. So I'm going to use 1 to 2 to start this new series. We are going to tackle scholarship, how you're going to send code emails to get graduate assistantship. This year, we are all going to get scholarship. And when you get the scholarship, you go to the visa officer or you go to the interview, and our visa will be approved. And that is the dream JC Consult have. Thank you guys for subscribing. See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.